Now, you might not think that these two go together, but cycle time and feedback go hand in hand. So, what does cycle time have to do with feedback? What does it have to do with any of that? Well, let's start with my ultimate goal. I want you to be able to get feedback as fast as possible. I want you to get feedback as often as possible. And I want you to be able to respond to that feedback as fast as possible. And in order to make that happen, I want you to have a short cycle time. So, why do we do this work? What's going on? Well, we're paid to do our work, right? I'm going to guess that probably next to none of you would do this stuff for free. And somebody wants something, and therefore they want done working software, and they're going to pay you to do that done working software. Now, how we think about delivery and our customers think of delivery is probably pretty different. Our customers think that they just want a pile of stuff, and that pile of stuff is what they call the application. Go write this application for me. Development teams have a kind of different view on that stuff. They're looking at that same pile of stuff, but the way that they're thinking about it is that we're probably thinking of it in terms of delivering features. And all the delivered features become the application. So customers think about the application, but we're thinking about features. So we're subdividing the application into pieces of deliverable functionality. Now, our customers are going to come to us and say, we want an app. And, well, we've done it before, hopefully. And we know how to think it through so that we can actually deliver the app. Because if we try to do everything at once, it's not going to work. So software people know how to deliver software, and we deliver, ultimately, when you really think about it, we deliver individual features. And when there's a critical mass of done working features, we do a release. So the process for us is a customer had some feature idea or a pile of feature ideas. They brought the idea. The team then goes and asks questions about this idea. And when the team understands the requirements well enough, then they start development on that feature. And at the end, they give the feature to the customer, and the customer either loves it or hates it. So let's think about that. They give the feature to the customer part. The customer loves it, then it's done, and you ship it. But if the customer hates it, or maybe they don't hate it, maybe hate's too strong a word, maybe they have changes, and the team goes and makes the changes, and they repeat this process again. What's happening at the core here is that that customer had some feedback about what happened, about what you built. Feedback makes the world go around. And I'm going to guess that probably on almost every feature that you've ever built, there was feedback. The team almost never nails it on the first try. And part of the reason why is that, well, the feature requirements are communicated to you in human language, and human language is full of ambiguity. And a lot of times the customer might be asking for something and they think they know what they want, but until they saw it, until they had something to actually play with, they didn't really know what they needed. So you give it to them, they look at it and go, oh, it would be nice if it did this. And suddenly they've got feedback and you have things to change. So feedback is how you improve the features that are being delivered. It's how you improve the product. And it's essential to how you keep your customers happy. Now, if you're working in Scrum or in some other product-oriented process, you probably have a product owner, someone who owns the requirements for that product. And if you do, there might actually be a feedback super cycle. So it's not just about feedback to the customers, it's about feedback to the product owner. Product owner turns around and then needs feedback from somebody else. The product owner might actually like the feature as it's been delivered, but doesn't really know if customers and people in the marketplace, people that are going to pay for this thing, like it or dislike it. Because the people in the marketplace probably have feedback too. Which is a way of saying not only do teams need feedback, but product owners need feedback as well. Feedback is essential, and, well, thinking about how many people are involved in getting good feedback, you want that process to actually run pretty quickly. You want fast feedback, not slow feedback. And the reason why is you want to respond to your customers quickly. You want to respond to market opportunities quickly. You want to respond to problems in the app quickly. So if something's broken, you want to know it and fix that problem and turn it around really fast. You don't want problems to linger. And all this comes down to cycle time. So cycle time and feedback. Cycle time is actually a pretty good proxy metric for how fast your feedback cycle is. Want fast feedback? Well, decrease your cycle time. Cycle time, remember, is how long it takes to get any one item done. And shorter cycle time implies you're getting faster feedback, or at least you're able to capture feedback faster. So the faster you get those features done, the faster you'll get to feedback. Put another way, shorter cycle times equals less time to feedbackable features. Bottom line, you want shorter cycle times.